Good evening, spooks. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jess. I put the J in JT Reads, and this is going to be a weekly reading vlog. It is actually not evening at all, but it will be by the time I upload this. It is Sunday the 31st of March, and it's actually late morning. It is Easter Sunday, hence why I am dressed very not Jess vibes. But I'm going to a garden, I'm going to say garden party, but unsure because it's not warm here, but I'm going to an Easter party, so I'd like to dress the part. The chances are by the time I leave in an hour I will have got changed, but for now you get spring vibes, okay? So as I said, this will be a weekly reading vlog, kicking it off on Sunday 31st of March. I'll probably end it Saturday, so then we get almost a full week and then I can start another one. And I don't really know what my plans are going to be other than I would like to read Starling House by Alix E. Harrow. I have it in hardback form, as you can see right now. It is so beautiful. It's an Illumicrate edition. I've never seen a plastic dust jacket before. It's so pretty, and the end papers are pretty. Sprayed edges are pretty. It's just all round a really beautiful book. I just hope the content matches. I have started reading it already. It's part of my magical readathon bingo. So I've made a bingo card with predictions of what I think will happen in this book, because I know it has a haunted house in it, or a haunted type house. So my bingo squares are quite tropey. Like, the house breathes, and annoyingly I have had the house has sighed, the house has moaned, but has the house breathed yet? No, it hasn't. Lights flickering, a dark romance I think is brewing. Tragic past, yes. Ominous birds, stormy weather, long roads, shadows, crickets, etc, etc. You get it. So I'll be playing that along as I read. I do also have it on audiobook. Don't know why I need to show you how I put my headphones in, but I also have it on audiobook. The narrator's pretty good so far, so I can listen to that whilst I clean, tidy, get ready in the mornings. And yeah, I think I'm maybe 15% of the way through, but I'm really enjoying it so far, so time will tell. I would like to finish it this week. That would be great, because I think that's the chunkiest book I want to read this month, so it'd be good to get that out of the way early in the month. But otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to read this week. I have been listening to Ruin and Rising also on audiobook, and I also have the paper copy, so I've been comboing that too. So I would like to maybe progress through that a little bit more, but I'm a bit slower on that one because I'm not as invested in it, because I'm just reading it so I can get to Six of Crows, but I still like the story, so I'll get there. So yeah, today is Sunday. As I said, I went for a run this morning. The sun was out and it was beautiful, and now it is grey and miserable. Oh, hi Mario, would you like to say something? Thank you. Okay, shush. You had your moment. So I came home, got ready, and in about an hour or so, I'm going to go to this Easter party and then come home and read. I still have Monday off work. It's bank holiday here, and I have no plans, which is exactly what I want. So I'm probably going to go for a long walk, do lots of reading, and maybe tidy the house, but that's not fun. And then I'm back to work on Tuesday, and I am an accountant, and it is it'll be the 2nd of the month, and it's our busiest period. I've had a week off work, but I'm returning to the busiest period. It's fine. It's fine. Can you give me some space? Hopefully I will have time in the evenings and on my lunch breaks to do some reading too. I am going to yoga one evening next week. I'm meeting my friend for lunch one day in the week. I play poker every week, so that takes up 3 days already, but I'm excited. They are good plans. It should be a nice week, just a busy one. Anyway, I have rambled my way through this intro, but happy Sunday. By the time I post this, it'll probably be happy Saturday. But hey, I hope you have a lovely day and a lovely week, and I will update you soon. Bye-bye. fully intended to update pretty much every day of this week. It's Thursday. Okay, it's Thursday. The week has just vanished away from me. What is this? Is this clothes? There's washing drying behind me. Should I move the washing? Honestly, do I care? I don't think I care. There's washing drying behind me. I've got the blinds closed because it is so gloomy outside, but still the bright white of the horrible clouds is just making the lighting go crazy in here. I'm in my comfies because I was working from home today, and I just wanted to do a really quick update before I went to poker. It's been a really busy week, as I said, because it's my first week back at work after having over a week off, which was so beautiful, by the way. It's so beautiful, and I'm just straight away nosediving into a really busy week. But I wanted to talk a little bit about what I've been up to. So Monday was Easter Monday, so it was a bank holiday here in the UK, and I mostly just potted around the house. It was so nice. I just did a little bit of cooking, a little bit of cleaning, went on a really long walk, and just enjoyed my last day of freedom. And then I was back to work on Tuesday. I did have to go into the office, so it wasn't so bad. It's nice to catch up with everybody. And then Tuesday evening, I popped my headphones in and listened to the audiobook for Starling House. I do hold it here in my lap. I've taken the dust jacket off. I think I showed a video clip earlier of its dust jacket. It's like a plastic dust jacket. I've never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. But the book underneath is just as stunning. Is it capturing the little golden flecks? Because it's so pretty. And it has, I squeeze it together. The sprayed edges are lovely. I'm just a sucker for a sprayed edge, and I think about this sometimes because once I put them on my shelves, the way I style my shelves at present, you don't see the sprayed edges. So am I wasting my money? Probably, but I am a consumer after all. I would say about halfway through. Oh, more than halfway through. Would we say that's about 60%? About 60% of the way through. I'm really enjoying it so far. I will say it's not profound or earth-shattering or mind-blowing, but it's a very easy read, a very enjoyable read. There's some twists and turns in there that I was not expecting, and I'm entertained. I always look forward to picking it up. The audiobook is very good, the hardback is beautiful, and the font is lovely. I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, but I really enjoy reading if the font is good. The font is good. I've been deliberating whilst reading what sort of rating I would give it. It's definitely not a 5-star. I think it's labelled as a fantasy, but I swear I saw someone label it as a horror as well. It's definitely not a horror, but it is kind of a dark fantasy with a bit of dark romance as well. I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I was reading last night, and will continue to read this evening. I am playing poker tonight. I play it once a week, in case you don't already know. I have finished work for the day now, so I'm going to quickly do some journaling. I've got such a pretty journal. I started journaling again in January, and I used to do it a lot in lockdown, so over 2020, 2021, because I think I needed something positive to focus on, as we probably all did. But I picked it up again in January because I got a promotion at work, and so I was starting a new role, and I wanted to really keep track of my mental well-being, and I am really enjoying doing it. I kind of follow a journaling process called, and bear with me, vomit, and I have a little slip of paper that explains what that means. So the vomit process is, first of all, you vent. So anything that is on your mind that's annoying you, you just get it out on paper without thinking about it. I find that one quite difficult because I tend to journal at the start of the day, and I don't want to be moaning at the beginning of the day. So I'll tell you what I have amended it to in a minute. The O in vomit stands for obligations. So you write down everything that you have to do that day, and then I tick it off as I go. The M in vomit stands for mindset, and this is when you can either do a gratitude journal, or you can do something statements. So you can say like, I am successful because, and then you list all the things that you've done to support the fact that you're successful, if you know what I mean. Then the I stands for ideate, and I really love this one. I get so many ideas from this without realizing. So all you do is, I think you set a kind of a 5-minute timer. I don't usually time myself, but you sit down and you just start writing ideas about how to fix the problem you have. And then finally, the T stands for trajectory, and that's when I will then go back to it at the end of my day. And there are 3 questions that you ask yourself: what excited me during the day, what drained me, and what did I learn? I will tag the person who I discovered the vomit technique from in the comments below, because I can't quite remember the name off the top of my head, but I really enjoyed that process and I have been doing that since about February maybe. However, now I've been doing it for quite a while, I've noticed there are a couple of things about it that I would prefer to tailor for what I enjoy writing about. So I have created one that spells a smile, and it follows quite a similar process because there are some parts of the vomit technique that I love and I want to continue to use, and there are some parts that I just don't as much. So I've changed it to S stands for stream, and I will use that instead of venting because I don't want to vent if I don't need to. So I put stream in there as a stream of consciousness. So I will use it as kind of just a journal entry and brain dump whatever I need to get out of my head. The M I've put as mandatory, and I'm using it in the exact same way as obligations. So it will just be the things I have to focus on that day. I think that's really helpful. Again, the I in smile I've kept as ideate because I really enjoy that process. The L I've kept as learn. That will be the same as trajectory. I've just called it learn instead. And E stands for elevate. And again, that is going to be just the same as mindset. So it is very much the same technique. I just wanted to do a stream of consciousness instead of vent. But anyway, I have rambled on for 10 minutes here just about journaling, but that's something that I've really enjoyed doing so far this year. So aside from journaling and reading lots and playing poker tonight, last night I went to my village's local yoga session and I love it. I go every week if I can, and I'm glad that I am pushing forwards with it and trying out new things because I'm going to make this year a good one. I'm going to make this life a good one. Look at me go. Anyway, before we get too deep, books. Aside from Starling House, I have been listening to Ruin and Rising. I have the paperback, but I'll be honest, I haven't opened it really. I think I might have opened the first page and then closed it. The audiobook's actually pretty good, and I want to get through it quite quickly because I'm really just reading it to get to Six of Crows. And I'm enjoying it, but I think I'm enjoying it because when the narrator is talking, I am picturing the series that I watched on Netflix. I don't actually think the description is that good in the book, but it is also a YA, so I shouldn't be expecting adult level description. I do enjoy it. I think the story is so clever and very interesting, so I'm still excited to see how it's written. I obviously know how it ends, but I'd like to see how it's written, and then I am so excited to get to Six of Crows. But yeah, what else is there to say? Saturday will probably be the last day of this weekly vlog. I think I will wrap it up Saturday evening, but Saturday daytime, the weather, it's going to be 21 degrees. Celsius, that is. And it has been so cold and wet and rainy here lately. That will be so welcomed. I think it's going to have something ridiculous like 45-mile-an-hour winds, but we can't have everything. And it also happens to be a book club week. I usually meet my friends at breakfast on the Saturday of book club, and then we go and we read for an hour or so. And because it's going to be so sunny, I'm hoping to use my new picnic blanket. My new picnic blanket that's really terribly rolled. It was rolled so beautifully when it arrived, and I unrolled it and rolled it back terribly. But I want to use my new picnic blanket to go sit in a field somewhere and do some extra reading and just soak up some sunshine until it rains 2 days later. Okay, catch you in a bit. books. I'm sitting down here today. I don't want to stand. I don't want to do anything. It's so cold. I am bundled in this jumper. Sounded way more northern than usual. It's so cold. I cannot feel my fingers. And we are in April. Let me get some arms up in here. It's April. It's April and it's freezing. I'm so cold. I've got behind me a little ambience video and it's snowing on it, and I thought that was kind of apt. I honestly, you can't see right now because nobody needs to see down here, but I have sweats and slippers and thick socks and this jumper on, and I am so cold. I can't feel my fingers. I keep drinking coffees just to warm up my hands, but then you get the energy that comes with coffees and I don't need that. So I'm bouncing off the walls, but still cold. Anyway, nobody came here to hear about that. Let me tell you about the books that I read this week. So I did finish Starling House by Alix Harrow. Let me get my props. Wait. The light isn't on. Hang on, is this going to look better or worse? You be the judge. Too bright. I like the warm yellow light. That's just white. This one. Did that make any difference whatsoever? Let me turn it off. You tell me. Minor difference. Okay, we'll go with it. I'm sat facing the window. Anyway, I digress. Now you can see the window and the ring light. Maybe this is why people don't do plastic dust jackets. I will angle. Starling House. I read Starling House, okay? That's what we're here to talk about. And I rated this 4 stars. I really enjoyed this. I'm going to talk about it in more detail in my wrap-up because I want to go through the bingo card that I created for Magical Readathon. So in that video, I will talk more about the content and my thoughts on it, but just know I really enjoyed it. I even contemplated at some points making it a 5-star. The only reason why I leant more towards the 4-star in the end was because I don't know if this is aimed at YA, but the writing style suggested that it was YA, and that is not a bad thing at all. For me, I just like a little more flowery writing, even if it is a fantasy and not a literary fiction, for example, where you would expect flowery writing. I still like a little flower. That's all I mean. The content was very good. My cover is coming off, please, sir. The content was very, very good. I was so interested. I didn't see the plot twist coming. It had a little dark romance that got me kicking my feet. I don't even know who I am anymore, honestly. But the writing was really good. Just really good. And that is what a 4-star is, right? Just really good. Yeah, really liked it. Can't complain. First of all, let me just back up a little bit and show you something. I got this off Etsy. Let me show you the existing book sleeve I already have. I got this on Etsy also, and I use it for quite a lot of things actually, but mainly if I'm reading a paperback. I take a book everywhere with me, standard, to the point where I sometimes take it places where you would not ever read, and people are like, why have you brought a book? Don't ask questions. I can see as I'm sitting here, my curls are falling out. Curse. I'm cursed. And this is perfect. This is perfect for paperbacks, standard size paperbacks. I also put in what is that even called? The thing that holds a paperback open if you're reading, that thing. My contraceptive pill. Because I say I take it everywhere, I wouldn't ever be caught without a book, so don't want to get caught short not taking that. A hair bubble. What else is in here? Oh, and a peppermint tea bag. All the essentials. Anyway, I have another one here, but it's one of the ones that it's not, I don't know if it's called a sleeve, but it opens lengthways rather than the opposite of lengthways, and I just don't like taking it out with me that much because things fall out of it and that's not very convenient. But it looks very good on the desk, and it's where I put the books that I'm reading this month in, so all my TBR books for this month go in there, as you can kind of see. The Game by Diana Wynne Jones is in there, Ruin and Rising, which we'll talk about in a minute, is in there, and The Bees Poetry by Carolyn Duffy is in there. But what I wanted to talk about is this, because this arrived today and I am so deeply in love with it. So I wanted to get another book sleeve that would, let me get my chair in the right position. I wanted a second book sleeve that would hold a hardback. I haven't actually even tried it yet. I just put my iPad in there. But again, fits the iPad quite nicely. And there's so much space. Look how much space. First of all, the nicest style fabric, but the craftsmanship. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't know who designed this. Let me tell you. I can tell you. Needles and Riddles, your craftsmanship is stunning. This is beautiful. I've already left them an insanely positive review because I was just deeply obsessed. It's got a front pocket, so I can put my pill in there. and never lose it and never accidentally fall pregnant. You know, perks and stuff. I should have just said that in my review. Thanks to you, I won't fall pregnant accidentally. I don't think that would be a good review. I take that back. Let me test whether it fits in hardback. Here's the moment of truth. Oh, there's so much space. You could fit a massive one in there. That's what she said. What's my biggest hardback? I'm going to try to Paradise, even though it's paperback. Why would you write this? Honestly, this is on my TBR shelf. It needs to go in my TBR jar. Wait, no, because that would be horrible if you ever picked that. I'm rotating. With space for snacks. I'm very happy with my decision. I'm going to link them down below because, wow, big shout out. Anyway, that's not really what we were here to talk about. I have not finished reading Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo yet, but I'm very close. I think I maybe have 2 hours left of the audiobook. I'm comboing it. My bookmark is not in the right place, but let me show you my bookmark actually whilst we're here. Can you tell I've had 2 coffees? It says, I'm the sun summoner. It says, what? I'm the sun summoner. It gets dark when I say it does. You tell him, Alina, you tell him. I also bought this off Etsy. I've had it for years. I couldn't tell you what shop I got it from. I can probably find out and tag them below. Let me tell you what I rated the other ones. Where's my phone? You are my phone. Right, that's annoying. Okay. I'm not guessing today. I'm giving you cold hard facts. That's what you deserve. I feel like in a lot of videos, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Google it. You know? I don't know the synopsis to this book. Google it. But today, I'm giving you cold hard facts. Just checking my mic is still on because it has a habit of dying and then I have to re-record something. We don't have time for that today. We are on my lunch break. I've been on my lunch break for half an hour already? I was like, have I been talking for half an hour? Please. No, 10 minutes. What was I doing for 20 minutes? What am I doing? Shadow and Bone. Okay, so I rated the first book 3 stars. Oh, that's quite harsh for me. And I finished it March 2023. Oh, and I rated Siege and Storm 3 stars and read that in April. I was really on a mission last year, and it just took me another year to finish the series. Great job. So I rated them both 3 stars. That's interesting because I think Ruin and Rising is shaping up to be a 4-star. Obviously, I know the story anyway, so I know what's going to happen. So I can't exactly rate it on, was I shocked by this plot twist, because I know the plot twists. But I think the writing is much better in the third one. And I have heard people say that about Leigh Bardugo, that her writing has just got better and better, as you would expect and hope from an author. I'm so excited for The Familiar, by the way. The Familiars? Unsure. It comes out really soon. But I'm not buying it. I'm on a mild book buying ban. So yeah. Anyway, I think this is shaping up to be a 4-star read, which is cool because I was kind of dreading it actually. I thought Siege and Storm was boring. I think this is going to be a 4-star. I'm 2 hours away and I know what's coming, so no surprises for me. But I think the writing has got very good. I love the characters anyway, or most of them. I don't particularly enjoy book Alina. I prefer series Alina. She's indecisive and a little bit... Her priorities are just in the wrong place. Maybe more in the first book, but she's a bit like, oh, I'm so unattractive. I'm not... Oh, my wrist just cracked. I'm not pretty enough for Mal. And Mal? Don't get me started on Mal. You got me started on Mal. I do not root for these two to get together whatsoever. The second I met him, root for Alina and Nikolai to be together. I'm not team Alina and Malina, if you will. No. I think that all he wants to do is hold her back, and I think that she just finds comfort in him, and that's so lovely, but just stay friends. This just has disaster written all over it. I never shipped her with the Darkling, so... Well, we know how that turned out, don't we, Alina? My friend has texted me. I don't know what that means. Wait, there's more. Hang on a second, I'm filming. You will see this and be like, I wonder if that's me. Just so you know, it's you. I've had a really nice week, a very busy week. You will have seen all the clips of various things I get up to. Some things I don't film. For example, it won't be in this vlog, but I went to see Sangu Mandana and June CL Tan at Waterstones, and Sangu Mandana wrote, if you don't know, oh, you can probably see it. Wait, let me see where it is on the shelf. There, this bluey purpley book. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches. She was so lovely. So was June CL Tan. That I haven't read yet, so it's not on that shelf. But June wrote this, Darker by 4. They signed both of the books for me, and they were just so lovely. It was like sitting in a lounge with 2 of your friends just chatting. Wait, that sounds really mean. Like you're just being left out. It's just like being in a room of friends and they're just chatting. Yeah, it was nice. The way June talks about her book makes me so excited to read it. Sangu Mandana's entire personality makes me extremely buzzed for her second book. She said she's been poorly with long COVID, so... Wait, am I like Have I got insider information? Sorry, me and my close friend Sangu were just having a little chat about when her book comes out. That's a lie. I was too nervous to ask, so my friend asked for me. But she said that she's been ill with long COVID and it's been pushed back. She didn't say when. She doesn't know when. Maybe she does, but she didn't want to tell her close friend me, Jess. Either way, I'm really excited to read that. But my whole point of saying this was that I try to take little clips of what I'm doing throughout the week, you know, B-roll. But there are some things that I just don't feel comfortable filming. So I think filming at a Waterstones event would just make me feel weird. I also don't know if I'm allowed, even if I turn the sound off, and I'm too scared to ask, okay? I'm just an anxious person, so I don't. So I only film little snippets where I feel comfortable. I mean, you don't see everything anyway, obviously, we know that from social media. I've had a good week, just know that much, okay? It's been great. But I hope you have enjoyed this vlog. I hope you enjoy my channel in general. As always, if you have any recommendations for what have we read this week? Starling House. I'm going to talk about it in my wrap up, but a sentient haunted house? I didn't think it was possible to be in love with a haunted house, but here we are. So as always, if you have any recommendations for sentient haunted houses that I'm going to fall in love with, or your favourite Leigh Bardugo book, do you recommend Six of Crows? I think I'm going to love it. I'm so worried I'm going to be disappointed. Do you recommend Hellbent? Is it Hellbent? What's the other one called? If not, you can't go wrong with the horror. Any horror recommendations, please drop them in the comments down below. Anything you'd like to see from this channel? I mean, I may not do it, but I like to hear your ideas and thoughts. Just drop me a message, let's chat. Thank you so much for watching. It is a pleasure sharing my time with you. An absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in a video very, very soon. Bye-bye!